Okay, guys, welcome back, folks, for the Fishing Planet Qualifier 2 uh, for the World Bass Tour tournament. This is for Louisiana. I made it on Qualifier 1, so I won't be able to show you guys through stream what I'm doing. I'm going to make this guide instead. And sorry about my voice. I'm sick again. So uh, anyway, here we go, guys, with our setup. This is a Zeus 810, just like this pole right here. We're going to go through all four setups real quick. This might be a little bit longer video, but there's a lot more with 9 different spots. But anyway here, guys, uh, all the first 3 poles will all be this setup. The Griffin spot on the Zeus. I know some of you will want to use the Kraken, but you're just wasting your time with the Kraken. The Zeus is much faster at reeling in. So anyway, that is this. So I have these in order right here, from this one being the best all the way to the left are being the worst, but these are the setups I had good luck with. And also keep in mind, guys, these are also basically what I used last year or the year before in the Bass finals of last year, in semifinals. So but anyway, so this is a spinnerbait with the X Series Nymph. If you don't have that, I have other options for you guys as well. But that's the one primarily that worked best for me, especially in the beginning of the run. And this one right here worked better in the later part of the run here. And that's the these are both from the last event, the Irish St. Patrick's Day event. And then this is also what I used last year in the semifinals, which is working okay this year too. But like I said, most of my luck I'm having on the X series and this crayfish or this spinnerbait here. Bass jigs aren't working too well because they get hooked up a lot, but they do work. And then also, if you want as well for top water, this is my setup for top water. This is a Zeus 8.2 or 250 with a thunder spin on 46-pound braid and the X Series frog popper. Um, and that is because that's top water. I do use the slower recovery of the thunder spin just so you guys know. So real quick before I show you the spots, I want to mention a few things because if I put it at the end of the video, sometimes you guys don't get it. But we have 30-minute real-time game spawns, so 2 hours in-game or 30 minutes real-time respawns on uniques. Also, all these spots that I'm going to show you don't overlap except for the exception of 8 and 9. They can overlap. But all the other ones will not overlap. If you can get one, you can get another one. I'll even leave 2 close at the very end. I'll leave 2 of me catching back-to-backs really close to each other just so you guys can see it. Also, another thing is this can be really streaky. I've done 4 runs. I had one with only 6 uniques, and then you can get as many as 20 uniques. It's crazy. It's super streaky. That's the way Louisiana always is, as you guys know from past tournaments here. And for these lures here, guys, use what works best for you in the moment. You can use any of these; they all work. They are all proven pretty well to me. I mean, this one last year alone, I made it to the finals with, and these 2 seem to be working the best this year. I haven't had a ton of luck with the frog popper, but when it does get on fire, it gets on fire. Um, and the other thing is, too, at these spots, don't stay here too long. It's one thing I see when I watch other people or talk to other people. They're there for 10, 15, 20 minutes. Either stay there 6, 7 minutes only or until you get your unique and move on, guys. So, over here, we're going to spawn at Pelican Hut for spot 1. And you're going to walk down right where you see our good buddy practicing right now, Rex here. Oh gosh, and he's trolling me in chat, of course. He knows I'm doing the video. But anyway, spot 1, and this is thanks to Ian, Captain Ian. You guys know him pretty well from our streams. He's the one that found the spot. And it is right here, and you just go along this log. I'll also show you guys what I've been doing for casting. This is spot 1. This is the new spot in the rotation. All the other spots you guys saw me do last year, but this is spot 1. And also, too, keep in mind all these other spots, because they're a year or two old. Don't pay attention to what is on the mark, guys. They're just, I'm using them as a casting mark, but is like, for example, as you can see, this mark is from uh, over a year ago. This mark here is from, last year's tournament. There's a lot of them here, guys. So just keep that in mind. I have old marks. Don't go by what's on them. Just cast to the marks that I'm talking about. And you see Rex got a trophy right off the bat here. And what I've been doing, guys, don't worry, spinnerbaits you'll get caught some in these, but don't worry, you won't get caught a ridiculous amount in these weeds all the time. And I just been doing stopping and go in the middle or towards the bottom a little bit, and that's been working really well. Or I did a video on this about a year ago for you guys that didn't know. We'll reel in and just go really quick. This I haven't had as much luck with it, but the others in our group have. This is sky twitching, we call it. You're holding your strike button while you're doing stop and go. But anyway, let's move on. Ooh, there's already a bite there. Okay, let's move on. Spot 2 is over here, and I will quickly show you the mark for each spot. You can pause it for each one, and you just cast along here. And these do not overlap as close as these are. I will show you at the end of the video. There'll be me catching them, the two uniques not overlapping. And this is World Bass number 2 right here. Again, another old mark. Don't use that bass jig just for the coordinates. Like I said, all these spots outside of spot 1 are basically what I used last year in the semifinals and in the year before. And for spot 3, guys, you're going to want to do one thing to save your time. Instead of walking around Pelican Hut, go just switch spawns really quick. It won't cost you time. If you walk, it runs down your clock in the tournament. And so for spot 3, we're coming right here to this corner with the skull. And we're casting right through here. Right to that mark right there. And like I said, spinnerbaits have been king this year, it seems like. And as you can see, don't use the bass jig. Last year I was trying to use the bass jig for the semifinals, and I bailed on that very quickly. Anyway, that's the mark there if you want to pause it. Now for 4. So 1 and 4 are spots that pretty much nobody probably has, I would assume. This is spot 4 right here. You see Rex doing well. And you just spawn here at upside down, cast in, and then you'll go right here. You can use the frog popper. Surprisingly or not, once you get under the lily pads here, spinnerbait doesn't get hooked too often. And so you can see, I know it looks like a mess back there, as you can see, but we're not really getting hooked on anything. So I'm going to pull in real quick. And don't be afraid of lily pads in this tournament, guys. So then for spot 5, we're going back here to the boat dock, and we're going to be turning left and going down to the catfish end and coming out down here, and then just casting to the right. And we have my friends trolling me right now. Anyway, right here, just right here, again, not a bad spot at all. We've been using these for years. So and then we're going to go, oh, I should show you that mark. Spot 5 really quick on the map right here, 46.69, 8.7. And then we are going for spot 6. You're going to want to do the switch again and then go back to Pelican Hut. And then the last 4 spots are going to be right here, 6, 7, 8, and 9. For 6, it's going to be right here. And again, casting out way out there to the lily pads. The mark is right here. You definitely want to practice this rotation, guys, though. As you can see, this one's from 2020, so that one's 2 years old. And don't use the frog popper. But the spinner baits, you can use actually the X-Series frog popper back here, but this is a mark, so if you want to pause it to put it in your map, you can. And this is going to be super streaky, guys, as we go to spot 7. You're going to get, some people are going to get really lucky, get 20 uniques. Some people are going to get super unlucky and get like 6. And then here's Ian right here, practicing rotation. And this is spot 7. You can cast either to there or there. It don't matter. Either spot kind of works pretty well. And the mark for right here is, as you can see here, negative 58, negative 95. And like I said, you can pause these. And none of these overlap except for these last two. So 6 and 8, these two that I'm showing you, so that's number 6 and possibly number 9. This is number 9, will overlap. But first, I actually skipped over 8. So 8 is right back here, guys, on this tree. It is negative 54.5, 159.6, and you can cast just all the way back there. And like I said, definitely practice this. If you just watch this guide and go in all willy-nilly and think you're going to do great, it might be tougher than you thought. And then this is spot 9, but I think 9 and 6 could overlap. I'm not sure. I haven't been able to catch them. Like all the other spots I've caught in order and no, they don't overlap, but this one. I've definitely caught the unique here, but I haven't caught it when I've caught 6. So they might overlap here. So here you go right here. But anyway, guys, hopefully this helps you out. Hopefully you have good luck, guys. We'll see you next time. Have a great day, guys.